Hey YouTube, Computer Kid 22 here, Team MST. Another deck profile. This is pre-tested. I've literally just made it. The only reason I'm doing this video is so I can get ideas off you guys, basically, see what you think, how the deck may work, any ideas you might have to make my deck better, basically, if you want to help me, that is. So I've got a basic idea of how the deck will work. I've got strategies and stuff, but I'll explain all that later. So here's the deck. One Dark Arm Dragon, still running the Blackwings, so you need him. Gale, staple, basically. 3 Dragunity Phalanx, I can't say his name. He's basically the one who sets up my strategy, which I'm going to do, which I've got in plan, that I've got planned for this deck. So basically, if you get the right cards at the right times, you could potentially OTK with what I've got planned. You could get Dark Armed out, everything. So Dragunity Dux ×2. Not sure if I should run a third. Don't see why I should, to be honest, but we'll see what happens. See how it works. Remember, this is pre-tested, so I'm not sure if this deck even works yet. Next we have 3 Blackwing Shura. Just basically to get the deck going, get all your stuff out, synchro up quickly. So next 3 Bora The Spear. Still running 3. Piercing. Good, will help you synchro with your Dragunity. Got to have 3 Kalut. I'll never run a Blackwing deck with less than 3, unless they limit it, basically. 2 Sirocco. Don't really need 3, because my deck doesn't really revolve around it. It's basically just either as an Allure target or something. 2 Blizzard, my bad. Again, the deck doesn't really consist around this guy, it's more of the Dragunity parts. So, onto the spells, we have the stall part of the deck, which is the 3 Book of Moons. This card help you out, stop your opponent from attacking, so on, etc, etc. God damn it. Next is the draw power of the deck, Allure of Darkness, card of Consonance, Black Whirlwind. These are the cards that basically allow you to draw, get the strategy going and everything. Whirlwind, card of Consonance, if you draw dead into Phalanx, but Phalanx most of the time you want it in the graveyard anyway, so you can get Dux effect. Next we have the 2 cards that in my opinion get the deck going. The Foolish Burial to get your Phalanx to the graveyard or whatever you need, basically, and Sarcophagus to get your Dark Arm to your hand, because in this deck, in my opinion, Dark Arm plays a big role in it. Next you have staple, which is Monster Reborn. 1 Mystical Space Typhoon. Don't really like running 2, but I will if I really need to. Then you got Giant Trunade and Dark Hole. Giant Trunade is essential for this deck. I know it's a staple for most decks, but this deck it really is, because it gets rid of your opponent's back row and everything. So does Dark Armed, actually. So next we have Escape from the Dark Dimension and Return from a Different Dimension. These 2 cards are, in my opinion, the heart of the, well, out of all the trap cards, these are the heart of the deck. The heart of the trap cards is these 2 right here. So, and I'll explain why they work so well in a bit. Mirror Force, staple. My tech is 2 Magical Cylinders. I've been running Blackwing for a while now, ever since my Wings of Destiny deck. I don't think I had magical cylinders in there. I'm not sure. But ever since then, I've ran Blackwing, and these two have always been in there just because they're so good, basically. I prefer them. I've run them over Diffrent. Anyway, next up is your two Bottomless Trap Holes, staple. And last but not least, for the main deck is your two Icarus attacks. Get your Dux to the graveyard, or basically any winged beast monster, basically. Next is for the side deck. And the side deck, in my opinion, well, I know it's how most decks win, but in this case, you need these cards. Dragunity Durg, or however the hell you pronounce it. Basically sets up late game. Get, say, something like Blizzard to your hand, Dirks or something, and send, basically have him out, have Dirks in your hand, bring Phalanx to your hand if you don't have it in there, or bring Dirks to your hand or whatever, and then send that Phalanx to your graveyard, summon out Dirks, basically get another one or whatever. Vajrayana. Not actually sat down and read what this guy does, but I know he's good. Next we have the heart of the deck, which will get the deck actually OTKing, is Bulg. So I'll explain why he's so good in a minute. So we have two of him. Next we have one Armor Master. Only one. I could run two because I've got space. But the only reason I'm running one of him is because if this deck works the way I really have planned it out and my expectations for it, I won't really need him. So next we have two Blackwing Armed Wings. This deck's mainly going to 6. So these two guys. Next we just have the basic stuff. Stardust Dragon, Red Dragon Archfiend, Black Rose Dragon, Scrap Archfiend, and then we just have the staple stuff, which is Brio and Goyo Guardian. Right, now for the main strategy of this deck. It involves these two. Sorry, not prepared. Dark Arm Dragon. Escape from the Different Dimension, or Escape from the Dark Dimension and Return from the Different Dimension. Right, now, basically the way this plan's going to work out is you have stuff in your opponent's side of the field, say spells and everything. That's what he's for. Dark Armed. 3 darks in the graveyard. Blow the back row up. Depending on what your opponent's got on the field, basically. Mainly you're going to want to blow the back row up because of what you're going to be doing. This guy, remove from play when this card's attacked or is attacking. Remove from play one only winged beast monster. So you can see where I'm going with this. So basically, if you've got, say, 4 Blackwings in your graveyard, this guy will gain that monster's attack. So you're going to want to get rid of the strongest one. So if you've got Shura in your graveyard, you're going to want to get rid of him to make him 4,000. So that will fuel Dark Arm Dragon for next turn, or that turn, basically. So, and that's where these guys come in. So basically, you're going to want to be getting rid of mainly everything in your graveyard. All the powerful monsters for these 2 cards. Darks for him, basically, and you're going to want to get rid of stuff for him as well. And then basically what you do is you use Giant Trunade and stuff to get rid of the back row, and then these 2 cards here to basically OTK them. So that's what I have planned for the deck anyway. I'm not sure if it'll work because, like I said, this is pre-tested. It's the 3rd time I've actually said that now. So, yep. Heart of the deck, in my opinion, anyway. I actually love this card now. So, there's so many other things you can do with this deck. I haven't got a sideboard sorted out yet, but it will obviously, in my opinion, involve DD Crow, because I think it's a staple in most side decks now to stop, say, scrap and stuff like that. But yeah, comment, rate, subscribe if you really want to. On the comment front, please comment. and tell me what you think. Any suggestions you have for the deck and everything. How you think the deck might work. Any suggestions you've got on changing it. Cards I can put in there that I don't have, such as like Pot of Avarice and stuff like that. Don't really need Pot of Avarice in this deck, but if you feel that I need it in there, just say, and I'll see what I can do. So, yep, this has been Computer Kid 22, Team MST, Dragunitywings, potentially OTK if you really get the cards you need to. Peace out, YouTube.